beautiful shining souls. My name is Jostine, Intuitive Life Guide from the Philippines. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. So for today, before we go to our life deep, I want to ask you a question. When is the last time that you checked in with yourself? When was the last time that you asked, how are you, my dear inner self? How are you? So, if you want to play, I invite you, let's just spend some time, right? Like a minute, maybe less than a minute, to just put your hands to your heart center. You may close your eyes if you are comfortable and able to do so. Please be safe. And tune in to your heart center as we take deep breaths. Just for this moment, we pause and turn our gaze inwards. Just for a moment, allowing ourselves to be with ourselves. Just for a moment, tuning into our hearts, our body, our spirit, our inner higher self, asking, how am I today? In this moment, how am I? And allowing whatever arises, recognizing, acknowledging, and holding space for what is. No agenda, no fixing, just allowing and witnessing ourselves where we are right here in this moment. And receiving whatever word or phrase or sensation, statement that arise from within. And releasing. Allowing ourselves to surrender and know that you are safe. You are safe. Slowly we go back to feeling our outer environment and taking mindful breaths. And whenever you are ready, you may slowly open your eyes. Alright, thank you for playing with me. I said we'll just take a minute or less than. I was looking at my time, it's already 6 minutes. But that's okay. That is being in the moment and allowing whatever is arising, right? And I asked that question, when was the last time that you asked yourself, how are you? Because sometimes as we go through our days, right, the busyness of every day, we are being pulled in different directions. We wear many hats, we have different roles and responsibilities, and we are not being intentional. It is so easy to put ourselves last. Our focus is outward, and we forget to check in with ourselves. And maybe because the demands of everyday life, we forget to slow down and take care of ourselves, of our needs. And maybe even for some, they don't want to check in. They don't want to look inwards because maybe there's fear, maybe there's just a need to escape and not face the reality of our inner world. There are lots of challenges, thinking about the problems, trying to survive and all that. That's it. We don't go beyond what is happening in our reality, and we do not go deep to explore what could be happening here, right? And so we miss out on the gifts of connecting with ourselves, right? So that is why today's life tip is regularly check in with yourself. And to help you connect with it, right? With this practice of regularly checking in with yourself. So for me, aside from asking ourselves, how am I doing? I invite you to go deeper and do these things, right? We connect, we hold space, we explore, we celebrate, and we know. So that's check. Right? We check. All right, so let's see what it means. Okay, so first we connect. Okay, when we check in with ourselves, we did this earlier, right? I led you in a very brief practice. That's something that you can do. So first we connect with our breath. When we connect with our breath, we are able to center ourselves and be present in the moment, in the here and now. That's the start of having that, okay, I'm going and turning my gaze inward, right? I'm connecting within in the here and now. That is the simplest way that we can be present with ourselves. And then we connect with our body, right? We connect with our body. Sometimes we are so disconnected with our body. Yes, we feel something, right? But have you ever taken the time to really feeling from head to toe, right? What is happening? Have you ever experienced talking with your body and allowing your body to share its wisdom, because it holds deep wisdom, right? Have you ever felt those minute sensations within, right? So that's what we do. Again, this is also connecting within, right? So that we can be even more present and grounded in the present moment, right? Instead of being in our heads all the time, right? We are always on our heads thinking about this and that. And then we connect with your intuitive wisdom, right? With your inner guide, with your higher self, with your heart. We have been taught and conditioned and programmed to just use our logical brain, that we forget that we have other source of wisdom within, right? Our body wisdom, our heart wisdom, our intuition, and we need to connect with that, right? Because that is the wisdom that is connected to the highest source, right? To God, Spirit. So that is connect. And then we hold space, right? We hold space for what is. We hold space for what's arising. And we hold space for releasing. Acknowledge what is happening and we allow them to happen, right? We release any attachment to anything, because one of the things that cause our suffering is when we attach. I shared this from a previous episode about one of the life states is detached from the outcome, right? And that is in connection with that, right? So we hold space. We don't reject anything, right? Good, bad, ugly, beautiful, painful, joyful, light, dark, like they all hold a wisdom, right? That these things are part of our experience, and they offer a wisdom, a treasure, a gift. And when we are able to hold space for them, then we can choose how we can respond from a conscious space, right? From a connected, conscious, mindful place. And then we explore, right? We explore our inner world. What is happening in our inner world? And by inner world, right? Yes, we are exploring. What are we thinking? What are we feeling? What is happening, right? What is happening inside of us, right? And we also explore our outer world. We are exploring how we are experiencing life. They say that experience is the best teacher. Well, it's partly true. If we don't take time to reflect on what we are experiencing, then we lose that opportunity for that experience to teach us, right? And so we explore our outer world so we can reflect on our experience. And we explore the unknown, right? The mystery, without seeking to really understand, right? We release the need to understand, but we're just being curious and wondering, what else am I not seeing here in this situation? What else wants to be revealed, right? Because sometimes, again, when we are in our head too much, our view is limited to what we know. But there is, if you know of the iceberg, right? The tip of the iceberg, that's the conscious mind, right? That's what we have currently access to. But there's also the unconscious, the subconscious, and it's way deeper, bigger, right? And the more that we explore those mystery, right, of the unknown, we are able to connect, at least for myself, right? Personally, I'm able to hold space and really be comfortable in the unknown, right? In the uncertainty of life, right? There's no need to know the answer. There's just the trust that what needs to be revealed will be revealed to me in divine timing, right? In divine perfect time. What I need to know, I will know in God's perfect divine time, right? And working with that, the mystery of life, the mystery of our timing, of the world's timing, of divine timing, right? Anyway, I won't go deeper there. I just want to give you briefly these things. And then we celebrate, right? We celebrate our wins, of course, right? We celebrate our achievements. We celebrate our failures. Because failures, when we celebrate them, first we give ourselves that grace that, hey, it's okay to make mistakes, right? And we reframe our failures into something that is an opportunity to learn, to grow, right? I actually have another acronym there. Like, for me, fail means I found another important lesson, right? And then we celebrate you, the gift of you, right? You don't need to do anything. You don't need to have anything. You don't need to become anyone. You are worthy. You are enough as you are. And are you celebrating that? Right? Are you celebrating yourself as you are? Without attaching any judgments, any, oh, I'm doing this, but, right? There's always a but. I mean, yes, it is important to acknowledge where else in our life, right, are we invited to grow. But sometimes if we're too focused on the development, on the improvement part, right, it feels like we need to fix ourselves. But no. Right? No. You're enough as you are. And it's really, that's why I don't really see it as a self-improvement. For me, I am seeing it as a personal growth and transformation. Because it's, again, growth is a natural process, right? The transformation, it's an evolutionary thing, right? So really, it's not about fixing ourselves. It's about allowing what is already within us to emerge, right? So you don't need to achieve something sometime in the future before you can celebrate yourself. You can celebrate yourself as you are now. And lastly, we know that you are enough. Know that you hold the key to your happiness, to your peace, to your abundance. You have the power, right, to choose how to live your life. You have the power to choose how you experience life. We cannot control our outer reality, but we can control what is happening within us. And that is your power. That is the key that you hold. Of course, I need to also be mindful that, not everyone has the privilege, right, to access freely this power, this sovereignty that we hold within us. It is a reality for some that, because of culture, tradition, people in power, a different kind of power, the worldly, egoic power, right? It does affect other people, how other people are able to experience life, right? And And we hold space for that as well. And it's knowing that in these situations, when it feels like there's no way out, there's no hope, there's no way for us to change our fate, that we will just be stuck in this wheel of survival, right? That's when we go back to connecting with our intuitive wisdom, right? Because and exploring the unknown, because to be honest, I'm also thinking like what is the solution to the world's problem today? And I'll be honest, like that has been a question that I've been contemplating for a long time, and I still don't know the answer, right? I still don't know. But if I focus on that, the problem, right, then I will feel powerless, right? However, if I know that I may not know exactly what to do yet, but I can choose to trust that there is a solution. There is hope. Then it opens us to possibilities, right? And lastly, we remember that you are one with God. You are one with the divine. You are one with life. You are one. Meaning that it's not something outside of you that you have to work hard. You just need to remember you are one with God, with the divine, with life, and allowing life to be expressed through you, allowing God to use you, to work through you, right? And I'm just using God because that faith that I have, right? But again, like whatever higher source you believe in. So yeah. So again, we check in with ourselves regularly. Remember to check, to connect, to hold space, to explore, celebrate, and know. Alright? So this has been a very long and lots of there were lots of things to really process, to take in. So I invite you to listen to this again, right? Listen until it really settles into your body. If you're feeling called to it, right? If this is somehow activating something within you, right? And there are things that I mentioned here that are actually, I want to go deeper. As a life tip in the series, or maybe as a future topic after season 4, we'll see, right? Because I know that I just touched briefly these things, because again, I'm trying to keep this under 15 minutes, but I'm giving myself permission to go over. Just because, again, like there were a lot. I want to keep it to 3, but I said, hey, check in. The opportunity to check is there. Anyway, that is today's life tip. I hope that this has been helpful. If you feel that someone would benefit from hearing the message in this video, please do share with them. And I invite you, if you're feeling called, to share your thoughts or whatever is arising within you, or if you have any questions, please feel free to share it in the comment, or you may also share it through the Google Ask Me Anything form or AMA form if you wish to remain anonymous. I also have my email address in the description box, so yeah, please feel free. All right. Is there anything else? Yeah, that's it for me. Thank you so much, everyone, for being with me and for staying with me, for still here. Again, I wish I have more time. But yeah, we'll continue this in another conversation. But for now, this is Life Deep. For today, regularly check in with yourself. Thank you so much. Peace, love, and light. The world is waiting. for your magic.